So the final part of the puzzle here is the agent, which we can find over in the nav bar on the left, and it's going to ask us what's on our creative mind. So let's jump into our map project here and say, where are we at with this? So the assistant here has full context over your projects, your planner, and your clients. So you can ask it to tell you where you're at with things like this. You can ask it to add tasks to projects. You can get it to analyze a brief. There's lots that you can do with the agent. And as you can see, it's come back here with that we're in planning on the product campaign. We've got 8 open tasks with 0 completed. We're doing 3 at the moment, and there's still 5 to do. So let's see the 5 to do tasks. All right, so those 5 to do tasks are sitting in our unscheduled tasks within our project. So simply we can get the agent here to schedule those tasks. There's already some times allocated here. So we can do schedule these tasks. And then I'm also gonna ask it to schedule based off some other projects that we're working on as well, to make sure that we're not gonna double up over in our planner, because we can only do so much work. It'll give you a nice little indication of what it's working on at the time. It's got this little to-do list down there. So it's checking our current workload, which is what I was just mentioning. And then it's going to plan those dates and apply the schedule. So there we go. We can see we've got a lot of work to do for this campaign next week. So let's just check that in the schedule here. And finally, we can check it out in the planner. So you can see there the agent has a bunch of great canned responses, but you can obviously type anything that you want to type in. So the agent doesn't just live over on the left-hand side here in the nav bar. It's always sitting peacefully down in the bottom right-hand corner, ready to help you out wherever you are on MonoDesk. And it can also help you navigate MonoDesk as well. So jump to Fishwife project. And I can see here, I don't have any time allocated to these tasks in my to-do list. So let's just get the agent to add some time to this and then get it scheduled for next week, because we know we've got a busy week coming up. We know we need to smash through this work. So I've just said, can you allocate some time to these tasks and then schedule them for next week, taking into account the other work I have on for map. And you'll see just on the left here in the to-do column, those tasks now have time allocated to them. And these are indicative times that are typical of these types of tasks within this type of workflow. Of course, you can tailor that to how quick you work as well. So if you're much faster than 3 hours for die line and print ready files, then go ahead and put 1 hour. So let's go ahead and schedule the remaining map tasks so we can then jump back to our planner, see what we're working on for next week, and get into it. And sometimes you want to go old school. So let's collapse our agent there. We can go back over to our planner. We can see next week, we've got a lot of work to do. So we can now see that we have over allocated ourselves for Wednesday. It's going to be pretty busy. Let's just focus on the graphic design and artwork for the product campaign for map there. No point in doing the mock-ups and presentation on the same day. So let's move that to Thursday. We can push that label design out to Friday as well. And now things are looking nice and neat. So that's the basics of navigating MonoDesk. You now know how to set up a client from scratch, add projects, add tasks to your projects, and then schedule them through your day, your week, and your month. You also now know how to use the agent to your advantage to get the admin out of your way super quickly so you can get back to the fun stuff, which is the creative.